What is my most expensive one? In this haul, I'm about to show you a one of a kind. Okay, Nimi, check this out. Check this out. Marvel Science Stories. This is volume 1, number 1. Let me tell you what this is about. This is the first time, okay, and this came out in 1938. Okay, 1938. Ended up paying $339, $340 at taxes. Let's say $360 US for this. I graded this thing as very good fine to fine. Okay, 1938, volume 1, number 1. This is the first time that the Marvel logo has been used. Okay, now the creator of this publication, Superman year, yeah, and this is the people that were publishing this were what do you call it? This is Postal Publications. Okay, Marvel Science Stories. It's Abraham and Martin Goodman, and Martin Goodman is the person that started Marvel Comics. So this was one of the first publications that they came up with. This is the first time they used the Marvel logo. Okay, this is 1938, a year and a half or a year before Timely Comics. Timely Comics became Atlas Comics. Atlas Comics became Marvel Comics. So Timely Comics, the first comics they ever published was in 1939, and I believe the first Marvel comics that they published was this one, Marvel Comics number 1, which is the first appearance of the Human Torch, and it's the origin of Namor, Submariner, right? Okay, and Marvel Comics number 1, the one you see there, came out in 1939. Okay, now if you try to get that comic, Marvel Comics number 1, in mid-grade it will cost you, I have no idea, $500,000, $1 million, who knows right now what that comic is going for. Okay, now Marvel Comics number 1 came out in 1939, November 1939. In December 1939, this comic came out, Marvel Mystery Comics. Okay, and this is issue number 2. Okay, and this is the origin of the Human Torch is told, and it's the second appearance of the Human Torch. So I believe this comic, Marvel Mystery Comics number 2, was the next book that they published after Marvel Comics number 1. Okay, still you don't see the Marvel logo yet, right? But the next issue, Marvel Mystery Comics number 3, we get the Marvel Comics logo being used. Okay, and this is for the one across there. It's the first time Timely Comics used the Marvel logo, but the Marvel logo was used a year before, or a year and a half before, in this comic book published by Martin Goodman, the same person that was doing Timely Comics, Atlas Comics, Marvel Comics, right? So they liked this logo so much that they made it the Marvel logo cover, right? And here's Marvel Mystery Comics number 4, and this is the first time Namor the Submariner was on a cover, and the first time the Nazi flag was on a cover, right? Eldegoss says Marvel Comics number 1 in mint condition, 1.2 million. So in the grade that you see here, in mid grade, Marvel Comics number 1 would probably go for around 600,000 or so. Okay, 4 to 600,000, that would be my guess. Okay, okay. Doop, doop, doop. And then this one is this cover here. Okay, Marvel science stories, right? The second issue of this is this one. Very cool covers, like amazing covers. And this is for the first run of this series. I think I had 5 issues total. Here's number 3. Okay, there was a total of 15 issues and 2 runs of this series, Marvel Science Stories. And this series, there's sexual stories being told here. Okay, like very what do you call it, risque stories being told. And the critics at the time considered the stories being told here as being trash. Okay, just so you know. And then this series had a run, Marvel Science, and this was the Marvel Mystery one, the continuation of the Marvel Mysteries from here, right? Marvel Mysteries, let me take this one down. So this was number 4, and Marvel Mystery Comics had a run all the way up to issue number 92. Okay, and issue number 92 came out in 1949, I believe. That was the last time they printed Marvel Mystery Comics, and it's still the same Marvel logo, right? So this is the first appearance of the Marvel logo, and the price I paid for it, $360 with taxes and stuff, mid-grade, is a fantastic price. Fantastic price. Okay, it's the same team that came out with Marvel Comics, high sexual content and story. Okay, and a year before Timely Marvel in 1939. Now Timely was 1939. Okay, Timely Comics went from 1939 to 1951, and then in 1951, from 1951 to 1957 was Atlas Comics. And the first issue of Marvel Comics that was under sort of the Marvel umbrella was Fantastic Four number 1 in 1961, I believe. Okay, and there's sort of a gap from 1957 with Atlas Comics going, you know, not publishing anymore, to Marvel Comics 1961. That was sort of overlap. I'm not sure what umbrella they were printing it under, right? As far as the grade for this goes, fantastic grade for what I was able to get this for. Okay, great price. Let's see if we can focus on this. I think the background is green and this is green, so it's having a hard time focusing. You know what, I'm gonna bring this on here so it'll focus better. Take a look at the Survival, complete 50,000 word novel of prophetic science fiction by Arthur J. Burks. Come on. There we go. 2 complete novels plus short stories. Plutonic Plurus. Survival by Arthur J. Burks, considered one of the most sexually explicit sci-fi stories of 1930s. Very cool, very cool. Nimi 9K is asking, what is my favorite comic book you have overall? My favorite comic, this became one of my top favorite you know, well, collectible magazines, comics in my collection, that's for sure. First appearance of the Marvel logo, are you kidding me? Avengers of Space, thrilling science novel, Henry Cutter. 1938, Superman, year of the Superman. And this is sort of, if you look at it closely, this is a bondage story as well, right? Bondage cover as well. Girl in chains clad, running wildly, tied to a rocket car. What is that? You got gorillas, monkeys, you got a brain shooting the brain. I'm gonna be saying that. Very cool, very cool, right? The spine is fantastic shape. I think some people would grade this higher than what I did. The Uber brain complete. What does it say? Complete 50,000 word novel, 15 cents. Right, beautiful. Very proud to have this in my collection. Holy moly, right? Here's the back cover. Footage, you got athlete's foot. Athlete's foot, that's some nasty athlete's foot. Damn, didn't realize athlete's foot got so nasty. Send coupon, don't pay until relieved, beware of it spreading. Yikes. Right, now the reason I graded it, didn't grade it higher, because it looks like it's got some staining here, and it goes into the pages as well, right? Wow, look at the classifieds. Very cool. A new industry, Marvel Science Stories, opening unlimited new opportunities for first in-field profits. No house-to-house canvassing. What is this new industry? You're a salesman. Let's see what we got. Here's a table of contents. Look at this Marvel logo. That's phenomenal. 2 complete book-length novel, Survival by Arthur C. Clarke. What will the rebirth of America be when one day the military forces of the world combine to devastate to a man the greatest nation the earth has ever known? Arthur C. Burks, sorry, one of the leading present-day science fiction writers, here paints a vast and daring canvas to envision for you, luridly, thrillingly, the United States of the far, far future, the new America. Avengers in Space by Henry Kuttner. The strangest destiny ever encountered by man awaited Terry Shaw and his Eagle crew, for there was the bizarre job of raging through the void to avenge Earth's destruction by spaceships of another planet. A thrilling novelette, The Dark Heritage by Robert Kenyon. His glimpse into the time stream made of Scott Holden a betrayer, and as such he knew he must save the world from extinction by destroying all metals, and so plunging mankind back into primitive life. Exciting short stories, 3 exciting short stories. Dictator of the Americas by James Hall. Friendishly, ruthlessly, that mad dictator ruled 2503 AD America, and his authority lay in the horrible scientific devices he controlled, devices with which John Stone and the lovely green-eyed Aphrodite must cope or quickly disintegrate to atoms. Through the Time Radio by Stanton A. Coates. In the 41st century, a strange ship manned by highly civilized Eskimos visits the jungle of Manhattan Island to observe through their past penetrating machine the chilling spectacle of the 20th century civilization. Monsters on the Mountain by Leon Byrne. What ghastly scientific knowledge was that jealously maddened fiend using to create monstrous animals which threatened a beautiful girl and myself with the cruelness of death? This month's cover, Norman Saunders, well-known cover artist, pictures a thrilling scene on the planet Mars from Henry Cutter's feature novel Avengers of Space. So this is from Avengers of Space, the cover. Very cool. Very cool. Survival. I wonder if they took the name Avengers from this Avengers of Space, right? Issue number 1, volume 1, first Marvel logo, mid-grade. Wow. If I lived in the States, I would send this in to be graded. Dictator of the Americas. Look at this. Dictator of the Americas. Highly sexualized story, eh? Smut. Dark heritage. Smut from the 1930s. Captain America. We just need a Captain America. And remember, Captain America comic number 1 came out in 1941 by Timely. So this predates Captain America by 3 years. Oh, what's this? Through the Time Radio. Oh, this is the Eskimos. Check out this art. Awesome. Hold on, let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. Look at that. Look at those cathode ray tubes. Eskimos coming to New York to witness the savages there. Very cool. Which one was a sexualized story? Plutonic Plurist posted it for us. Let me just check. Survival. Survival. Which one was Survival? Survival. Oh, the first one. This one is very sexualized, eh? Smut from the 1930s. Very cool, very cool. I wonder if we can find a passage of the smut. Very difficult to find smut, the passage of the smut. There in the valley of Roaring Creek to die behind their weapons. She said nothing of last night. Oh, okay, last night. Future generation, said David. I knew him as a heart. Said nothing outside. That is all that matters to me. I am unconcerned about the future. What they do last night. Whisper my hope is never lost while people can laugh. Why in a year? She said nothing of last night. Asked her nothing. Last night was part of the dead past. The losers of the last night were dead by now. Where's the smut? If you'll always call me darling, it will help, she whispered. Ooh. We'll make out, darling, he told her. Cries, laughter rang. Everything can be possibly need should be found in these mountains. You know what? I'd like to find the story on online and have a read through it. There must be an audiobook of this, audio reading of this. Very cool. Very expensive book. $360 US. But what a piece to add to the collection. First appearance of the Marvel logo, volume 1, number 1, right? Plutonic Plurist. The woman's eyes were wide, her lips parted, a strange animal glow lit her face. She tore away the remnants of her clothes and stood naked before them. Her white body gleamed in the dim light. Come to me, she whispered hoarsely. All of you, come to me. Oh, it's a multi-action scene happening. Very cool, very cool. It was her, I guess. Come to me. An orgy, gangbang, maybe, I don't know. Multi partners, menage a trois, quatre, cinco, siete. How many people were there? No wonder she was all in chains. Wow, wow, wow. That sounds like a great story to me. 1930s. The Luddites. What do you call them? Luddites? Luddites? Very cool. Very cool. I'm going to take this up. Naggy Master is asking on SensorTube, have you ever accidentally tore a page while flipping through your comics? Yes. I think every comic book collector has done so. Va-va-voom, va-va-voom. Very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. Gang, let me change the angle on this. Bring the other camera on. Very nice. Very happy with this. Very happy with this. 1938 sex was so much fun. Haha. Oh my god. Yeah, some of the stuff you see from 1930s, they were way more liberal than some people nowadays, right? And you know, it was what it was. Pre-code, pre-code, pre-code. The Comic Code Authority kicked in 1956, so this is almost a couple of decades before the Comic Code Authority, right? So very cool, very cool. I couldn't believe I got it for this price. My bid for it was a lot higher than this. My bid for this was over $500 US, and we ended up getting it for 340 bucks, right? Not including taxes on it, right? So I was willing to go almost 100% more, right? I'm a 1938 guy. Finally I have a home. Haha, Elder God. You're looking for that girl that says, tours off her clothes and said, come as you are, come, all of you, come to me, right? Fun. I thought this haul was well worth just looking at it in detail, because I know we've picked up some of these sci-fi pulp magazines from 1930s, 40s, and 50s before, but we never really flipped through them like this. And flipping through the most expensive one we've picked out is a good idea. Elder God, I've been there already. Hilarious. Fun stuff, gang, fun stuff. That was sort of a quick comic book haul, I guess. Well, not that quick, we're almost 2 hours into this. A few times actually Elder God says, smut, you love your smut. So it was very cool, you know, getting this. Very happy with it. I'm going to keep my eyes out for them putting out more books, see if I can get some other keys if they have them for a reasonable price. This was a crazy reasonable price. You look online for this, you won't find this at a lower grade, less than like 500-600 bucks, at a lower grade than what we got. The grade that we got this for is going for well over $1,000 bucks. So fantastic deal, fantastic deal. Or listed for well over $1,000 bucks. I haven't seen any sold, but I haven't really been keeping tabs on it. I know I wouldn't sell it for anything less than 1,000, if even 1,000. Oh, for that I wouldn't let go of this. I wouldn't sell it. No way, no how. Baseman, the new Absolute DC comics have been really interesting lately. I've read a couple of them. The Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, a couple of issues of each. They're pretty good. They're pretty good, but I haven't been following them. The covers have been amazing. I love the covers of Absolute Batman. So very cool. No, I won't be selling this, elder god. This is why would I sell this? Like trying to get it back in this condition would cost me $1,000 more, right? Why would I sell it? No way, no how. Fun, gang. Thank you very much for being here on this Sunday. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I loved it. Love these comic book stuff, and we're going to be doing more of these, time permitting. Um, Light permitting, I guess. It's getting darker, so we'll have to figure out a time to do some of these readings, and we're going to get back into doing some readings. I actually brought out a couple of books. We were going to finish this early, uh, to read, uh, Omega Man, but not the main stories, but the backup stories of this. And it's written by Alan Moore. There's two backup stories in one in each one of these. Omega Man from the 1980s, series, and there's two stories. Alan Moore writes them, and they're pretty good. They're fun Alan Moore stories, right? So I thought if we finished this early, we'd read at least one of these things, but we're into 2 hours now, so we'll save those for later if we can get to them, right? Me too big. Sad thing about trying to actually read the old pulps from the 1920s, the pages are so brown they fall into pieces, as soon as touched. Yeah, yeah, these ones are in really good shape. Like these ones have been sitting in storage in the guy's collection for decades. Like literally, the guy had a pedigree collection. The people I'm picking this up from, he told me what the rooms were like. He just bought them, put them in boxes. That's it, closed them up, right? Maybe flipped through them when he first bought them, put a little note on them, closed them up. And the guy had thousands upon thousands of books, all of them in like runs of books, right? Like crazy runs of books. The collection must have been worth, I don't know, like I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you. Over 500,000 easy, probably 1,000,000 if not more, right? So glad to be getting some of it, glad to be getting some of it. An adventure in travels and art and time, indeed, indeed. Gang, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Thank you for joining us on this live streams. Mods, thank you for being here. Elder God, Plutonic Plurist, thank you for providing all the info, that we read. Plutonic Plurist, Elder God, just more additional info, regarding these, books or anything we're talking about. And most likely we're going to do an open discussion live stream on Wednesday, gang. Okay, so we're keeping a pretty good schedule, Wednesdays and Sundays. We haven't missed, either a Wednesday or Sunday for a while, so we're going to keep with that schedule. Lark Bark, thanks again, Chycho. Till next time, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your day. You as well, you as well, gang. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Okay, we'll see you on Wednesday if you can make it. Bye, everyone.